Hey everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Golden Sea session. In our previous session, tragedy struck once again on Cobalt Island right as Iron Athymos and his robotic compatriots made their way to Cobalt Island. That was the same time as the capital launching their attack on multiple different parts of the island, and unfortunately one of them included an Alakazam taking Ostinato's corpse and embedding a giant crystal through his head, turning him into a strange shadow zombie. And unfortunately said creature that Ostinato has been turned into, or his body's been turned into, killed his father, Yuri. And right as that happened, Iron Athymos regained his memories as Ostinato only of his family, only of his father and his mother, right as he realizes that his father now passes away in his arms. Following that, Iron Athymos and the others introduce themselves to the Dynadashers and the rest of Cobalt Island, and they all convene together and proceed to discuss a few things, and even have an encounter with Latios and Latias, who confirm that Micha has transformed into a dragon-type evolution known as Mytheon. However, they cannot give any additional aid in regards to the issues regarding Grata and Kyogre, as they are quickly summoned by some unknown being and quickly leave. After that, the party continues to strategize and wonder, alright, what's next? And that leads Damien to confide in them the information he learned in his brief time in the Infernal Cult, that the place that Groudon has been sealed away is a long dormant volcano known as the Ruby Volcano. And so the Dynadashers decide to take off to the volcano while Iron Athymos and the rest of the robots stay on Cobalt Island in order to keep it protected in case any other attacks occur. And then in the volcano, Chef, Micha, Damien, Calamity, and Gemma sneak into it and find out that for the past, couple of weeks, the Infernal Cult have dug through the volcano and it has become somewhat active again. And after a stealth mission and Micha acting like a dragon and hoarding any loot that she encounters, Micha, Gemma, and Damien encounter Zenith, the Blaziken. And they eventually do battle with him and proceed to defeat him. However, he turns tail and runs like a chicken. And as they run after him, they are greeted with a member of the Abyssal Cult, Audrey the Greninja, who proceeds to finish off Zenith, and because of that activates her Battle Bond ability, and right as they're about to do battle, we end the session. So, before we find out on that cliffhanger, we are going to see what happened to Chef and Calamity as they went off their own path. So let's see what's going on with them. There we go. And deep within the volcano, Chef and Calamity, you both climb up this ladder, and similarly to what happened with Micha and the others, the temperature starts to rise a little bit compared to where you were at earlier in the main area with all the that tiny little maze. And before you both is a corridor leading to another room.
There's nothing else in the room.
Not in this one that you are currently in, no. Just the pathway that leads forward, and then the pathway that leads back to the ladder.
Purely because I'm looking at the visuals around here, is this just a wall of molten rock, or is this like a wall of fire? Trying to get
molten rock, pretty much, because like I said before, in the recap, this volcano was known to be completely dormant for centuries, millennia. However, it's now due to, you can assume due to the actions of the Infernal Cult, it has become active once again. So this is fresh magma.
I see. Okay. I guess there's nothing this way or this way, right?
No. It just leads. Yeah, okay. Pretty much.
Let me review real quick the abilities that I can copy from Calamity again.
Oh, yeah.
That are in the chat. Here they are. Let me just reply to this so I can click. Go. Super luck, not great. Omen might be decent. Justified could be good. Justified's really good. Warn. Inside moves are revealed. The moves revealed in. Then there's magic bounce, which could be useful. Okay.
Yeah, just remember that magic bounce can only be activated if Calamity Mega evolves. Which, I mean, considering that Micha did stop Calamity from Mega evolving earlier, that is still available.
Mm-hmm.
At least for your
So it's still 1 mega for the rest of the session.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also keep that in mind. So
yeah.
If we use it now, later, when we might need it, we couldn't use it.
Yeah, because Gemma already Mega evolved against Zenith.
Alright, I guess we'll go ahead. I'm in my tanky form, so I'll try to block the way forward.
Yeah, Calamity will follow. He says, I don't sense anything foreboding coming from this pathway. It should be safe, but
Chef is no longer levitating.
Just remain on your guard.
Right.
Hopefully the others are also safe.
Alright.
And you guys keep walking, and eventually the path lights up slightly as you find yourself in a lab of sorts. But adorning the walls are several giant fossil Pokemon.
It turns out that we're facing Misha's parents in here. And Micha went to fight Zenith. It's okay. Can I climb over this wall?
Yes.
Is it different from the main game? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm not bound by a 2D plane.
Exactly, and also like you can't even climb over things in Pokemon, except for rock climbing in that one gym in X and Y.
All right. Before heading to that computer.
Yep. What's up?
Before heading to that computer, because it's a trap senses are going off, I want to try and look down at these offshoot areas just to make sure that there aren't any people around that are Pokemon around that are going to ambush us.
Yeah, go and make a perception check.
Okay. I was also just going to travel through those as well, unless I'm too big.
Yeah. I shall do the same with Calamity also.
Alrighty then.
I forgot.
Good roll.
Alright. It's an alright roll. And then okay, yeah, so yeah, you are much more perceptive while Calamity is kinda like taking in all these like giant Pokemon, or what appears like them. You are scanning your surroundings and like you peek over like which side do you check first?
Let's say the one closer to me, so this side.
Yeah.
The left one.
So yeah, and don't worry about spatial awareness. It's you can just walk around just fine. So yeah, you look around and just peek around at these strange offshoots, and these look like places that likely would have someone there. But there's not. You can even see in one of the corners there's what looks like an outpost, a tiny little outpost, but it's just completely empty.
They're on their lunch break. Okay. That's why they're not here. That's probably why there are so many people in that other room. It's like the cap. It's the cafeteria where everyone's eating.
Oh my
That's
lord.
probably.
I don't believe that would be the case, but there is definitely some reason why there's no one else here. You'd think
It definitely seems suspicious.
you think with how much you and your friends have gotten in their way in the past, that security would be a bit more intense. There's got to be some reason why it's so empty.
Can I try and figure out what these are statues of?
Sure. Make a Pokemon education check.
Oh no. Oh boy.
All right. You look at them and you're like, yeah, you actually have not seen any of these Pokemon before. However, Calamity notices your look of confusion. He's like, these are fossil Pokemon, or at least they appear like them.
I see a flower and I see a bird with only one leg.
Calamity looks up, is like, these Pokemon I believe are known as Lileep and Kabutops.
Jacob, vaguely recall those.
Yeah, because these are Gen 1 and Gen 3.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know.
Even though this image is technically from a Gen 6 game. Anyways, Calamity goes, there's a small settlement in my home island known as Fossil Town, and many Pokemon like these have made themselves home there. But why are these here, especially at such a drastic size? And then Calamity walks up to this place. It's like, how experienced are you in regards to technology?
No.
Well,
I work with food. I don't work with computers.
not to worry. I think I can bypass any security protocols. I might be a bit rusty, though.
I'll stay close to Calamity in case I need to do a wide guard or something.
Alright. Let's hope I haven't forgotten too much. I did spend an entire month in captivity before getting involved in all of this. And Calamity starts, typing around on this computer.
Can I start inspecting the statues?
Yeah, sure. Make another perception check.
Okay.
All right.
Now that I'm closer to one of them.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for in regards to these?
I'm trying to figure out whether or not these are just statues or whether they're going to turn into giant things that are going to come out of the statues and attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're basically looking like what their material is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So
yeah.
Are you just looking at them? You're not. Are you?
I'm just looking at them intently because
Okay.
I'm trying to stay close to Calamity.
Gotcha. All right. So you are looking around, and these Pokemon are completely motionless. You don't see any form of life. You can't even feel anything, and the best guess you can make is that these are just stone statues.
Oh, I see the eye. Okay.
And then, so while that's happening, Calamity's like, okay, this has been a bit difficult, but I think I at least have been able to. There we go. All right, so let's find out what exactly this room is. And Calamity starts looking through some data files, and then realizes this... Okay, let's see. And, Chef, as you look over Calamity's shoulder, you notice that this place is... this was a lab that was developed partway through the excavation process as a means to basically have some sort of digital database and means of power, as this has been sort of like upgraded into a potential secondary base outside of the one located in the Obsidian Arc. And then Calamity's like, but what are these Pokemon? What's up with these fossils? And then eventually a new page shows up, and Chef, you managed to catch something a little bit, like, somewhat familiar. One sec. Let me just... You see... come on. There it is. Alright. Come on. You managed to catch sight of this symbol on the screen. It's gonna load. There it is.
Jacob, have no idea what that's from. But
So,
it looks familiar.
It looks familiar because you've seen this on a few Pokemon. Specifically, a few examples come to note. Auta and Slim.
Oh? Okay.
And...
Is it also on Roosevelt?
Nope.
No.
And then Calamity's like, what is this symbol? And then he pauses. Dynamax. And then Calamity slowly looks over at these statues.
Uh-oh.
Chef, stay close. And then Calamity continues to scroll and look through this information, and his suspicions are confirmed. Kind of. These Pokemon appear to be... let's see. Dynamax is a phenomenon only recently discovered. The earliest accounts come from several incidents occurring in the Kalantos region 20 years ago. A notable researcher is an Appleton named Auta, who's been recently reported affiliated with the Dorado capital. And he continues reading. Our recent analysis has deemed that these Pokemon are also that these statues are not statues at all, but in fact fossilized remains of Pokemon that were Dynamaxed. However, there are no reported life signs, so it's likely that these Pokemon perished and were left in this completely fossilized state while still Dynamaxed.
I thought when Dynamax Pokemon retreated, they shrunk back down to the normal stature.
You're right, but then why are these Pokemon the exception? And at the towards the end of this specific report, there's nothing conclusive about why these Pokemon were here, but it is possible that they could have been either been placed here or went willingly to keep Groudon from being awakened.
That's not good.
So, Damien was right. Groudon is here after all.
So wait, if Groudon awakens, are they going to awaken as well?
I don't believe so. It's possible that whoever sealed away Groudon in the first place, millennia ago, feared that they would be awakened much sooner, and so these Pokemon were meant to guard it, but I do remember hearing how centuries ago this this volcano had a massive eruption that covered almost the entire archipelago in ash for months. It's possible that sudden event caused this entire volcano to just collapse in on itself, trapping these Pokemon until now. And they didn't survive.
That's very frightening.
Well,
Is there anything else in here that we should note?
yes.
I'm starting to get word for the other half.
Yeah, let's continue. And while as tragic as that was, at least that means we don't have to deal with a few giant fossil Pokemon trying to kill us. Calamity continues scrolling through and finds another file simply known as Operation Magma. Let's check this one out. And Chef, you are reading this over Calamity's shoulder, and you both proceed to find out a plot to try to honestly, for lack of a better term, betray Heatran and completely control Groudon. Helmed by the Infernal Cult's leader, Maxie himself.
Oh,
Wow.
but then Heatran betrayed the cults.
No.
There's
That
another
was
one.
Jasper.
Oh,
Jasper.
that's a shiny Heatran.
Yep. Jasper is
Okay.
Heatran's son. They're trying to overthrow this Heatran.
But okay.
How are they playing?
Wait, is all right? Hold on, I'm trying to understand this. So the leader of the cult is called Maxie. Maxie, is that the Heatran?
No. He is a Camerupt.
Camera. Okay. And the second in command would be Heatran.
Technically, the second in command is Zenith. Heatran is on a whole separate tier because Heatran is the former herald of Groudon. Heatran was created by Groudon, and essentially, Heatran's not really an actual member of the Infernal Cult, is more so using the Infernal Cult to get to awaken Groudon.
Also, there are two Heatrans, the father and son.
Yeah.
I understand that. I was trying to figure out where Heatran fit into the hierarchy.
Yeah. Consider Heatran tier 0.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
Maxie
he's above
is
Maxie, but Maxie wants to betray him.
pretty much.
Got it.
And from this file, you can tell that it's basically, that Archie, not Archie, no, that's Abyssal Cult. Maxie is well aware about, that Heatran only views the Infernal Cult as pawns, and plans to show him just how dangerous mortals can truly be. And something that they had been plotting this for some time. However, one thing that gave them the edge on their plan was something that Zenith had recovered alongside the Red Orb when he was invited to the capital. And and Calamity's like, I'm surprised that this file had such low level of encryption or security. Granted, Heatran's an ancient being. I doubt that he's very tech savvy. Anyways, and he continues to scroll, and you see mentions of something called a Shadow Shard. And you see an image of a tiny little yellow-orange crystal that looks eerily similar to the one that was used on Ostinato's corpse.
That's right. I forgot about that last session. That's what I forgot to mention in the recap.
Calamity's like, oh, great. They have their hands on one of these things.
Well, that's not good.
They plan on turning Heatran into a shadow Pokemon and
That's not good. Okay.
controlling them. These idiots don't know what they're doing. First of all, they're trying to mess with the balance of the world, summoning a ancient Pokemon of the ancient embodiment of the land, and now they're trying to play God by controlling one. No, by controlling them both. And then Calamity notices something else that just pops up. Something's happening. And Calamity clicks on that and sees that it is a video. And it shows this. A large chamber featuring Maxie, Zenith, Heatran, and the rest of the Infernal Cult.
Are we supposed to see that?
No, you weren't. Shh.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the Infernal Cult, and at the very top, you see a massive red Pokemon, motionless.
Oh, I was looking at the top of the map.
Oh, at the top? Oh, there's
I didn't realize you were down here.
there's stuff down there that's not supposed to be there yet.
Okay.
And Calamity's like, they're going to summon them very soon. This is a ritual. We have to stop them now, or else we lose everything.
Okay. I guess. Do we need to find Micha and the others? Do we even have time?
I don't think we do. If we can attempt to stall them. At least delay them until the others catch up, but we have to hurry up.
Perfectly okay with stalling.
Of course. Wait, Chef! We can't rush blindly. Remember, there are others that are down there. First, we should locate where this chamber is in the first place. And then Calamity combs through the computer and then proceeds to find a small little map of the area. And you're able to see...
Is that something we can access?
No. Just imagine with theater of the mind. You see that basically... Remember that one room that none of you went down? Because it sounded like there's a lot of Pokemon there?
Yeah?
That's where they are.
Okay.
Okay, we just have to go back there then.
Well, technically, Chef wouldn't have had... Yeah, whatever. Alright.
Alright, let's go. And,
Zoom.
Yep. So
Zoom.
you guys, proceed...
Zoom.
You and Calamity proceed to start making your way back that way. And we'll just, for the sake of...
Oh, shoot. How are we gonna get past the guards now that we don't have Levitate?
Wonderful question.
Huh.
So,
What
you
if...
guys...
Hold on. Maybe I can come up with something.
You guys return back to the tunnels.
Alright, I have an idea.
Glastine's out here.
I have an idea. Give me a moment.
Should we let him cook, chat?
Oh boy. I mean, hey, we have like 4 or 5 people in the chat. Do we let them cook?
Ooh.
Alright,
If
so...
only we had a party member who had the ability to levitate.
Alright,
Not
so...
yet, unfortunately.
With these mittens...
No.
Maybe.
No, Mina, no.
Chef,
Okay.
Or what is Chef gonna think of doing?
Okay, so I have mittens that are pink. Maybe I can convince them that I'm
Brother.
Do you relay this information to Calamity?
Hey, what if? I mean, I've got the. It's a terrible idea. No, I can't even say it. No, it's a terrible idea.
Just
Terrible. I'm switching back already. Terrible idea.
Calamity's like, no, please, indulge me. What were you thinking
Oh,
of?
I have mittens that are close to red. I figured since these Team Magma people wear red, they might think I'm one of their own.
Stain them with the blood of your enemies.
Calamity just like looks at you, is like, no.
no.
No? Okay.
No.
I think I have an idea of my own. Just
Please don't Mega Evolve.
don't worry, I won't. Just simply stay back. And
Okay. Do I need to make a stealth check?
Yes.
Alright.
So, because Calamity is going to reveal himself, but you don't. But you need to stay hidden.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, absolutely. You definitely stay hidden. Alright, so, Calamity is going to take a deep breath. And then, as he opens his eyes, you catch that they, like, have a very faint, ominous glow for a split second. And then, he just slowly trudges forward. Over to this Tepig, and the Tepig's like, where'd you come from? And the Charmander's like, oh, what's going on? Ah, whoa, hey! And Calamity's like, if you value your lives, then you will leave this place, and you will not mention that I am here to anyone. Understood? And then his eyes proceed to glow menacingly. And that same glow, Chef, you can spot it, like, temporarily appears on the other two Pokemon's eyes. And then all of a sudden, their eyes just widen as they have this face, this look of sheer horror. And then they just immediately run, like, ah!